be the first recipient. I'll tell you, he's always been there, always been so enthusiastic, and you know, all the people who helped Pat from Cisco and from Microsoft and everybody he partnered with have been so great. And you know, George and Billy Ross and their family, you know, Stephanie and Tom and Emily, they've been so great. I gotta tell you, every time I see you on television, I have to smile at myself. He's always so serious and like, you know. And I just want you to know, his heart and the hearts of his family are bigger than Donald Trump's ego. I'd like to thank them all. So anyway, I'd like to introduce Pat LaFontaine, whose idea this was, and Pat, thank you very much.
What a thrill it is to be here today, this morning, to open our first Lions room. You know, I really feel just like a team player here. There's so many components and people and organizations that have made this possible to leave this legacy for these children, to have this special oasis, a safe haven of a room. And in 2000, when I retired, I thought about all the things that were important in my career and what meant so much, having to retire early because of head injuries. And outside of obviously meeting my wife and having our children, the relationships I had with some very special kids in children's hospitals really touched me and made a big impact on my life. And I decided to write a book called Companions of Courage. And in 2000, little did I know that I would come across at the All-Star game the Microsoft Corporation, who embraced the book and embraced the idea. And they're a big supporter of Ronald McDonald Houses, and it just so happened that Brian Valentine, who's the senior VP at Windows, is a goaltender. So we started playing all kinds of hockey games and charity events, and that led us to Edwin Schlossberg in New York City, who designed this amazing room with a lot of passion. It wasn't just an architectural feel, it was an environment. It was a place, it was that safe haven we're talking about, where kids can escape to and be a kid again and be able to do the things that kids should be able to do and not feel scared and not feel alone. And to have all the technology and the access to them, it almost created a healing environment. So that led us to the Maria Fareri Children's Hospital, Bruce Kaminsky, and all these different components along the way with so many people who have been a huge part of it. I have to really thank them, because I really am just maybe a team member or a coach or help out, but everybody has been a huge part, and so many are here. And so I just want to recognize a few people real quick. Microsoft, Brian Valentine, who embraced our idea and embraced helping children with technology. Cisco, Lou McElwain, who's here, I just met, and Pat Finn, Mark left. I have to thank George and Ross and their family. Without you guys, we couldn't have done this. And so, you know, it's something that it's been a dream to create a room for these kids, and it's really their inspiration that has allowed me, just as a conduit, to kind of give something back to these kids, because it's not always the case. It's a very scary, lonely place for them. So to leave this for these kids and to give them a place to go to is very special for many years to come. So a heartfelt thanks to all of you, and especially George and Billy Ross and their family. And I just want to give this as behalf of the hospital to back and to thank you very much. And give George and his wife a big hand and their family. Thank you.
Few words now from people you've heard about, very special people, obviously people who are well known around the country and certainly known here, and will always be remembered as in the forefront of trying to make the lives of kids better as they move through the hospital experience. The Ross family, and in particular, George.
Wonderful experience to be here, and of course there are a lot of people who I've never met, and you all had a tremendous part in what was truly something very, very spectacular. And now, I want you to know I did 3 seasons of television and never had a script. I want to make sure that I don't let anybody out. First of all, John and Brenda, it was your idea somehow to start this facility, and we're your part. I have to thank certainly Eileen Weiss and Jen. I thought they put up a lot with us, and they kept us apprised of everything, called us when we needed it, and whatever it was. And without them and the rest of the staff of Westchester Medical, I thought this never could have taken place. Microsoft and Cisco systems, they're 2 of the biggest and 2 of the best. For them to get involved in this is extremely worthwhile, and they are certainly to be commended. When major organizations can take part in something that's important to this and be a part, I think of Children's Hospital everywhere. As far as Pat LaFontaine and his companions of courage, he had the idea, he had the vision. We're only part of it. And Pat, I honestly have to say thanks so much that we could be just even a minor part of something so great, and that you could bring it to pass. I don't know anybody else who could do it. Thank you.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.